In this terror attack, the Tahira Qazi, she's the school principal. She was the school principal of the Army Public School in Peshawar. She was killed trying to save school children. One teacher, a lady teacher, wife of a Pakistan Army officer, she saved several lives. She was burnt alive by these Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan terrorists. 7 of these terrorists came in. They did not take hostages. They did not negotiate. They went from room to room, gunning down children, shooting them in their head, shooting them in the chest. And this was a revenge attack for Zarb-e-Azb, Pakistan Army's operations in North Waziristan and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. An attack that may well rank as the most distressing. This is an attack to break the morale of the Pakistan Army. Also, the political leadership distracted by infighting. India has expressed solidarity. Schools across the country are observing a 2-minute silence in the memory of those young, innocent children in Pakistan killed in this worst terror attack. And headlines today, Smita Sharma now joins us with the latest. Smita, India once again reaching out to Pakistan, once again saying, we are with you in this hour of grief. Schools here observing a 2-minute silence. Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying, whatever help Pakistan requires, we will give.
Absolutely, Gaurav. This is a new morning here in India, but you know, there is that sense of deep grief. There is that sense of loss, which perhaps, you know, nobody can really fill up for, you know, and Indians here, not just the political mainstream, but really the common Indian reaching out to the Pakistani counterpart in this moment of grief. We are here in APJ school in Noida. The principal, Mr. S.C. Tiwari, is here with me, and the morning assembly is on, Gaurav. Students, just a few minutes back, in fact, observing that 2 minutes of silence as they mourned for all those innocent kids who lost their lives. Mr. Tiwari, you know, those are shocking, brutal visuals, really. What can you really say about this, you know, when innocent children are targeted by terrorists?
I mean, for me, it is just very difficult to express in my words. As far as the feelings are concerned, I can't really express them. I find it very difficult to you know, come to the real terms that what actually happened and how I'm going to face my own students tomorrow. Right. This was the thought that was going on in my mind, and what can I do for my children in my own school? That was the thing. It was unbelievable that it really happened. I mean,
completely unbelievable, is as Mr. Tiwari puts in. In fact, let us go across to the school ground where, you know, students are assembled. These are senior school students starting class 6 onwards. You know, just give us a sense when you saw those visuals playing out. They were gruesome. Yes, ma'am. What is the message really you want to give out to those students there and the young children in Pakistan today?
Ma'am, I strongly believe that it wasn't their fault, and whatever was done was really cruel. It was against the sense of humanity that is perceived. Also, I believe that the families, they may also be distraught and in shock. So I believe that they need a helping hand and sometimes a shoulder just to cry on.
Absolutely.
So need some sort of support also.
So they need that support. You know, how do you see, the other day we saw that those visuals coming in from Sydney, then we have, of course, these horrific visuals from Peshawar. As a young generation who's coming up now, do you think terrorism has in a way completely changed the world?
Yes, the students who are now growing with this are really scared, and they, you know, could not just grow up with this terrorism. They want a space to just grow up on it.
You think students want to be free, but they're not being able to be free?
Yes, yes.
You know, as a young student yourself, do you think in schools in India, of course, the situation here is much different from a country like Pakistan, but does there need to be greater security for students? Will that make you feel safer?
I think that in India, we are lucky to be in India. We are in a country of Mahatma Gandhi where we believe in the ideology of non-violence. So I don't think that such incident can take place in India, and I'm lucky to be born in India.
You feel lucky to be born in India. You know, from Pakistan, in Swat, we saw Malala Yousafzai. She was targeted by the Taliban. She just shared the Nobel Prize with India's Kailash Satyarthi. But her struggle continues, struggle for children continues. What is your message this morning really to school students in Pakistan?
That they should recover from this pain. I know their pain is not been counted, because what they have lost we can't imagine, but they have to move on by what they lost.
Right.
They have lost their life.
Just
forever.
one final comment. What will your message be to the students there?
Actually, we should not, firstly, if we grow up, we should not try to enter into these organizations and these groups, terrorism and all that. And we should try to be more,
What, you think we have to be more strong, more resilient?
yeah, our country needs to be more strong, and we should take care that no such other things happen in our country.
Right, so security of students also, Gaurav, out there is something perhaps which schools will have to take care of. Ma'am, if I could have a quick word with you, you think that after this, schools in India will also have to, in a way, step up security because these hostage situations are very serious?
Yeah, we need to just check who is coming, and we should check the person coming, like elders and all, for the guns and all also, so that this can help the children to be safe, feel safe inside the school.
Right, and there are some much more younger students out here. If I can just get one quick reaction from you. What's your name?
My name is Salagna.
Salagna, when you saw those visuals on TV, they were unbelievable. Yes. What really, was going on in your mind when you saw those visuals?
That amongst all terrorism, children shouldn't be included, and that if terrorism has reached to this extent, then the whole world must take an action against it.
Absolutely, it is just shocking beyond words as to what really happened. A final comment from a student out here. Yes, tell me, what do you want?
We witness a world today where humanity has considerably lessened in the past 24 hours. My heart goes out to every single parent in Peshawar. I am not a parent, and my blood is running cold at the news I just witnessed yesterday. Our Prime Minister has already said that we must join hands to fight terrorism. It does not matter what country you belong to, what clothes you speak, what cricket team you support. We all stand as one to condemn this barbaric act of humanity that we witnessed.
Absolutely. That very strong message going out from all these students assembled here in the school in Noida, Gaurav, that really,
Yes.
you cannot target children, and this is just too inhuman what we saw yesterday. This must stop and be condemned,
Yes.
of course, in the strongest of terms.
Smita Sharma, for the moment, many thanks for joining me with your inputs from that school in Delhi. Brave words coming from those young students who say it is time for the world to unite and combat terror, and especially for Pakistan, it cannot go after terrorism selectively. It should go after terror in all forms, whether in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or in Pakistan Punjab or Pakistan occupied Kashmir.